What's going on YouTube? This is Nick again with Teach All Tech, and I'm here to talk to you guys about some news this week in technology. So we've got a couple articles here that we're going to cover, as well as the new Apple update, iOS 11.1.2, which actually fixes the problem that we talked about in the last video with the screen becoming unresponsive when you go from a warm environment to a cold one. So just like we talked about last week, there is a problem that some iPhone X's were having with the temperature changing rapidly, and Apple did fix this with the software update. However, they still have not fixed the green line with the software update, which leads me to believe that it is definitely still a hardware problem and something that you need to take your phone to the Apple Store to get it fixed. Luckily, they have been swapping them out. I haven't seen any reports of people being turned away online, and it's definitely still within the warranty period because the phone is brand new. Some more interesting news we've got this week. So right here from the Wall Street Journal, Bitcoin went over $8,000 for the first time yesterday. This is crazy. I mean, right now I just checked and it's a little bit over 8,100, and earlier this year, about a year ago, it was somewhere around $600 or $700. So this is just a huge change in the value of it. I mean, most stocks you never see this kind of growth over a year. That's kind of crazy. However, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not telling you to get in or get out, but rather just something interesting to watch. So if you've got some spare time, just do some Googling for Bitcoin and the blockchain, and it's a pretty interesting piece of technology. Another interesting piece of news we've got here is about Kaspersky potentially being used by Russian spies. So what's interesting about this is they said that they identified them as a potential threat as early as 2004. Now, I'm sure Kaspersky has been updated thousands of times since then, so it's probably something you don't really need to worry about. However, it is a little concerning that foreign actors could use this software to spy on someone. So if you are using Kaspersky, you might want to check for an alternative. If you're looking for another antivirus program, I would recommend AVG. It's a free program. It works extremely well. They've been around for a very long time. They're reputable, and they're not going to install any junk on your computer along with it. Another interesting piece of technology news this week is that the online subscription company Stitch Fix had their IPO. Something cool about this is that they actually closed 1% above their opening price on the day of their IPO, which is pretty rare for tech stocks. Usually there's a big jump, a big drop, a lot of volatility, but they stayed about the same as far as their opening and closing goes. And this is most likely because they've already been recording operating profit for a little bit over 3 years. So they're a little different from these other companies who have what's called vaporware, essentially ideas for new products and innovations that haven't came out yet and haven't been announced, and they're being used to value the company. So you could think of something like Snapchat. Snapchat is an example of this. A lot of their valuation is based off of future business. However, this company Stitch Fix, they managed to maintain their value really well. So this might be a stock that you want to watch. And the last piece of interesting tech news we have this week is that Tesla came out with self-driving semi-trucks. Now, this is something you have to see to believe, so I'll go ahead and throw a little picture up here right now so you can see. But basically, they're taking on the trucking industry, and they want to be the new go-to for transportation. This is a pretty huge moonshot here, so I'm kind of curious to see how it'll work out in the end. The range of their vehicles is limited to about 500 miles, which is about half of what some long-haul diesel trucks can get. So it'll be really interesting to see how they compete. And are they going to do more charging stations? Are they going to make it so it charges quicker? Can you swap out a battery? You know, it's kind of interesting, so we'll see where that goes. And that's all we've got for news this week with Teach All Tech Tuesdays. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I appreciate the guys who gave me some thumbs up on the last video. If you like this, subscribe, give me a comment, let me know what you want to cover next week, and share it with your friends. Thanks, have a good day.